Let's talk about AJ, shall we? AJ Coots, this is her first time to speak. She's from Portland, Oregon. She's a commercial photographer, headshot photographer, and one of the things that she really enjoys doing is photographing people who don't like getting their picture taken, which is good. That's a challenge, and she's very good at it. So I'd like to welcome up AJ.
Wow. Hi, everybody. I want to start out just by saying I am so excited to be here talking in front of all of you. And of course, by so excited, I do mean terrified. This is really scary. Public speaking is like the #1 thing on most people's list, you know, like right above death. Yeah, so this is scary. But fortunately, it's Ignite, and as Kevin said, and I was going to say, this is the Twitter of public speaking, so I don't have too much to worry about. No matter what, 140 characters, we're out of here. It's going to be short, it's going to be sweet, hopefully for better or for worse. I did want it to be better rather than worse, so I put a lot of time into what I was going to say, and I thought it would be good to start out with a question. What do photographers want? We're all photographers here, right? Well, most of us. And we know what we want. Well, we know what we're spending our money on, right? Which is a good way to know what anyone wants. We're spending it on gear, lots of gear. We got lenses, we got camera bodies, we've got every attachment that Craig Strong and Gary Fong can make out of plastic to stick on the gear. We've got libraries full of books, and we've got creativeLIVE videos. I have friends who have canceled their cable because they have enough creativeLIVE videos to last them the rest of their life. Exactly! But what do we really want? I don't think we really want this stuff, right? I think we are looking for a larger end. I think what we want to be, we want to become, right? We want to be the best we can at this thing we love. That's why we're buying this stuff, right? And love is a powerful feeling. It's something that connects every one of us in this room and everyone watching. Love. But that feeling of love sometimes turns into something a little more sinister. It turns into, the connection turns into competition. And we start looking at other photographers as the enemy, which is a shame because the competition isn't other photographers. Especially if our goal is to be the best we can be, it's with ourselves. So connection is important. It's with ourselves. And besides, it's not about the images anyway, right? You guys, it's about connection. Photography is about connection with each other, with our world. So if it's about connection, why are we spending time looking at other people's pictures and comparing ourselves? Shouldn't we be developing connections as much as we're developing the images? The relationships that you build within the photography community are your best gear. They're the best thing you can get to improve your photography. And you can't even buy it at a photography store. So, let's talk a little bit about those words, right? Photography community. For some of us, those are great words, and for others, it's complicated. We'd like to be connected, a little bit better connected, but we're not really sure how to get started. Well, the good news is, like Ansel Adams said, you don't make a picture, you don't take a picture, you make a picture, and in the same way, you can make connections. So that's good news, right? So I'm going to tell you a few ways to make connections and to get out there and grab those connections. So first of all, in my Mentor Hunting 101 class, keep a loaded Starbucks card and don't be afraid to use it. Money can't buy love, but it can buy lunch, which is a good place to start. Tip number 2, if you want a friend, buy a friend. No, I'm just kidding. But a good way to develop a relationship is become a client of a photographer that you admire. That's a great way. I mean, I know I'm positively disposed toward my clients, and most of us are. Another great thing to do, I don't know if you guys know this secret, you can hire someone who's more talented than you to second shoot for you or do any kind of work for you. It's a great hands-on workshop, and it's just, I think, the best secret. Please don't shoot free weddings. Please don't shoot free pet photos. If you're going to work for free, work for me, and I'll pay you. I'll pay you in experience. I'll pay you in relationship. You get way more value out of that. So don't work for free. And finally, pay this forward. You'll get so much out of peer relationships that you develop. So start out by trying to develop that. Look out for other people that you can help their careers grow. This is easy to do. It takes some creativity, but all it takes is a bottle of $2 Chuck and some cheddar cheese, and you're the host of a wine and cheese soiree for photographers. Or schedule a portfolio project and be each other's assistants. There's never an excuse not to work with an assistant. And finally, the one thing I hope that you all will take away with this is whether you've been in this 6 months or 60 years, you have something now to give away to someone else to make their path easier. Maybe it's just a listening ear, but that is huge. And remember, you can't light a path for someone else without lighting your own. Thank you, Kevin Cat Cookies. Thank you.